What the fuck are you doing?
Get down. No, told you to look loud up there.
How can I improve my culinary skills?
Okay. Unlimited patience and willpower to move mountains.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Bloody cats. Right. So, we are back in the land of Teyvat
A
for
blade
Genshin
embraces
Monday.
its culinary, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
So, obviously we're going to have to do the bosses. Yep. And... let's just... there's one here. Just run upstairs. Let's see if we can make some food. I don't think we've got anything on this. Oh, we've got 15 madams. Let's go, that's all we need. We don't need more than that. So we'll go and see our friend Devardin first. Let's see who he's been terrorizing. And we'll go from there, we'll do a full boss run. Yeah, I think we need all of the bosses on both accounts now. So let's get them done. Storm Terror. Yeah, that'll do. Hopefully we can one bang him. We've got everyone's ultimate ready. Or burst, sorry. That's what I should call it, because that's what Mihoyo calls it. Wait for the animation glitch. Hey. Come on, Stormy. Let's see if we can get this by doing this. This. And this. Nice. Don't have to go through the annoying other phases. What shall we get? Healing bonus, yay. At least we got 3 of his drops, and bugger all else. I was hoping for Dream Solvent, really. Who's next? Oh, we're going to skip the wolf for now, because I'm not sure that we definitely need him. We'll go and see Ashtaha. Oh, ice and water, okay. I'm wondering if I should... we'll stick with the standard D-Look vape team. Yes.
You dare overstep your mortal authority?
Yes, because I'm a little cat. I've got 9 lives.
No, my sword.
Oh, I forgot to build his stacks. Keep forgetting now he's back on Serpent's Spine. Where's the rock frog gone? There he is. Let's give him some Benny Burst.
Witness the power.
Burn!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Might as well get those swords to hit while they're still up.
Today, you witness your reckoning!
Okay, Ishtar.
Let's light it up. Huh? No, my sword. Think you can bully me? I'm going in. Me.
Yeah.
Verdict is...
Rain outlines your. Think you can bully me? Time to act. Let me weave
I
you.
don't think I'm just gonna do it because it's got the buff from his burst.
Face me!
Can't handle your dreams. Huh?
For 1,000-year reign!
Let's go.
Shake it and stir. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back. No, my sword.
You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not.
Wasting my Benny Burst. I want Ishtar.
Experience an eon of suffering.
Give him some melt action.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh god, I can't get shields. Shields. Yeah, no shields yet. Still got cooldown.
Rain cutter. Think you can bully me?
Verdict is...
Everybody stand back. Huh? No, my sword.
It's a lot easier than it was like 2 weeks ago before I started working on these characters properly. Hey. Hi Rose, how are you? I've been alright, thanks. How have you been? What have we got? It's got potential, except for the defense. And nothing else good. Okay. We'll go and see our friend Tartaglia next. I'm glad to hear you're doing good too. I'm just doing basically the bosses on both my accounts because we need boss drops and dream solvents, etc., etc. Should I go this team? Yeah, I think it's quicker.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, Amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll
I'm just literally going through them now, basically. The only ones I've done are... Well, I've done Divalin and I've done Ajdahar now, so we're into number 3 now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Andreas. I need to check.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Where's he gone? That was a cool looking attack. Yeah, sure you can. You can ask anything, and if I know the answer, I will let you know.
Everybody stand back. Time to do his work.
Shields would be nice. There we go.
Let's light it up.
Right, you're at AR-42. I'm not sure if you can lower your world level at AR-42. Can you? Because that might help. I'm guessing you're talking about Noelle. Her shield breaks pretty fast.
Foul legacy, the devouring teeth.
AR-42, I'm trying to remember if you can lower the world level at that stage. Who are your teams? Like, who are you using basically? Because it could be just the character combinations you're using don't have the good synergies for killing things fast.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, you use Yin Yang? Oh, I wouldn't use her for shields. I would use Noelle over Yin Yang. You should have a free Noelle. Yeah, I mean, if you find things tough, I would just lower the world level until you've grinded out the bits and pieces you need. For characters, right, I always advise to make talent levels your priority and go for artifacts secondary. Do you not have Noelle? Don't you get it for free? Have you not done your beginner wishes? I think you get Noelle for free if you do your beginner wishes.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Okay. You didn't wish on the beginner banner. Yeah, I wouldn't use Yin Yang for shields at all. I would try and get another shielder, but you can play without shields. If you run Barbara, she's just healing you all the time, and she can also apply Hydro. So if you've got a Pyro main DPS, she can act a bit like a Jing Kui, and Barbara will keep you alive. That's what I did for a long time before I got Diona, because I had Noelle and I didn't like how she played for shielding. So you can just overheal instead of having shields. And if you get the right healer, and like I said, you've got Barbara, and if you've got a Pyro DPS, well then you've got a Vape team right there, and Vaporize is the highest reaction damage. So that should... You don't mess with your artifacts. I mean, what I did when I started was I got my talent levels to 666 on the main team that I used on all 4 characters, and then I started doing artifacts, but not like a lot. I just did enough to get the basic main stats that I needed. Didn't really care about substats, and just worked on making those plus 20 as quickly as possible. And obviously once you've got plus 20, like plus 20 flower, that's like a few thousand extra HP, which will make you more
I still have
tanky.
a lot to do with the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Yeah, have you upgraded them at all? Because even if it's just random artifact sets, if you upgrade them to about +4 or +8, all of them, it won't be wasted, because then when you get artifacts you want to use, you can use those to then upgrade the new ones. Yeah, you don't really need to at the point you are at now. I would say stick to like the Berserker set. That's quite good. The Instructor set, that's quite good. Off the top of my head, those two I remember being good sets, and plus them up to about +4 or +8. And that should hold you over. And then, yeah, like when you do get 5-star artifacts, you can then use the 4-star ones that you plussed, that you enhanced, to then enhance the 5-star ones, so they don't get wasted. If you do use some resources to enhance lower level artifacts, that's the way I would do it, because survivability basically comes from either like you were saying, shields, or healing, or alternatively per character their artifacts, and mainly the flower for survivability, because that's going to give you HP, and if you want to attack, do the feather. That's what I'd suggest for now. But yeah, talent levels first, definitely, and then if you really like the character, try and get talent levels 8 or above. But AR42, I'd sort of aim for talent level 6 across the board. Let's go and see Signora. This is going to cost me 60 resin. Okay, see, I might not take Diona and take Barbara instead. Exactly, because she has a fire. Oh, this Barbara's only level 40.
I'll take care of it.
Alright, we'll try like that. Oh, well, Bennett should be the first. Look, I wouldn't count, yeah, Jinqui. Not really. I mean, you'll see I've got her in this group. I'm going to be using her as the main healer because I've taken Diona out, and she heals just fine at level 40. Oh, let me just see what artifact she's got. There's Bob. Yeah, she's got. So this is just, look, they're all +0, but it is the healing set. So this gives her extra healing, but none of it's really any good. Does her hate? I don't think her healing scales of HP, does it? Let's have a look. That's that. I thought her healing. Oh yeah, you're right. It scales of her max HP. Yeah. Trigger your own active. But I mean, personally, if out of those ones you've got there, Bennett should be the one you're working on. He's invaluable in every team, for healing and everything else. But yeah, he should be your first healer. I would, yeah. If you got Jinqui as well, then you don't need Barbara for a vape team. So yeah, that would be what I would do. Let's try this. The thing is, if those artifacts that you put on don't have any enhancement, they're not going to add that much, because artifacts get their main power from being enhanced. Unless it's something like what I've done with this Barbara, where I'm just going for the set effect for the 15% extra healing and whatever the other effect is, you know what I mean? So in that case, all right, I don't need to plus them up, because I'm literally just going to drop her in, set her heal off, change to the character that I want her to heal, and she doesn't need to be on field for any time really. You literally just pop her E, take her off, and when her ultimate's her burst is charged up, if a lot of people in your team have taken damage, just pop that. It'll give everyone, I think, about 75% HP. But she shouldn't be spending much time on the field, Bob.
You're trembling.
Literally in and out, unless you're trying to break down pyro shields. Then she's really good for just hitting normal attack. I'll put that on, and see, like, I'm getting the vaporized now. The problem, obviously, is that I can get frozen. Who are your main DPSs?
Let's light it up.
Like, who do you use as your damage dealer? Or dealers, if you've got more than one. Yeah, that's a good combo. Like, because you get the vape damage. Then to add to that team, I would put Bennett in there, because Bennett will give you the pyro resonance, which gives 25% extra attack, which Yanfei can use, and also, obviously, Bennett, his burst allows you to do what I'll show you now. Like, oh, she's gone. If you stand in here, you get heals, but also it gives you an attack percent bonus that scales off Bennett's own attack. So that in itself makes him very valuable. Oh, I've done the wrong thing. And I've done the wrong thing again. But yeah, so I would. Oh, she's gonna die. Level 40 Barbara. See, I kept her on field and she just got two-shotted. But yeah, like, that's what I would use. And then your last slot is a flex slot. You can either go for a shielder, or you can go for someone who can add more reaction damage. Like if you've got Sucrose, or Kazuha, or Venti, one of the Animo units, even Jean to a degree, but yeah, that's probably not great advice to use Jean for swirls.
No, my sword.
This chick is doing me. Wait 1 second. Where's this? Got no food.
Let's light it up.
Yeah, you've basically got a good team there. If you've got Yanfei, Jinqi, Bennett, and then a flex slot for a shielder or reaction enabler. Yeah, I think you're good then.
Just watch me. Team. Go, Barbara, go.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for
See, so Ayaka can fit in that. Ayaka is a main DPS like Yanfei, so she wants a lot of time on the field, and so does Yanfei. So they're not good idea to team them together for that reason, because they're both greedy. They both want on to be your main character basically on the screen. Oh god, I'm gonna die. So because of that reason, I wouldn't pair those two together. They're both main DPSs as well. So for Ayaka, I would advise what I do basically. I would build a freeze team with her, which you can do because you've got Barbara.
We go.
Oh god, I'm getting killed. Oh, you've got Sayu, haven't you? Yeah, so Sayu is a good one for that last slot in your main team, because Sayu can proc swirls when she rolls around. So that'll be a good first team. So you have Yanfei, Jinqi, Bennett, and Sayu. Yeah, I mean, the problem with Overload is it knocks the targets back, and it's not so bad for Yanfei because you're ranged, but it still would involve a bit of running once you knock them back out of casting range. So that's the problem with that setup. But with Ayaka, if you've got her, you need to definitely use her because she's really good. But yeah, you can. I mean, what I like about this game, right? You can build things however you want, and you can get the job done. But to be effective, I would use Ayaka with a Hydro person. So Barbara would be only 3 person for your second team because you're using Jinqi on your first team. Yeah, well, if it's the swirl damage that you're seeing, that's basically Sayu swirling Yanfei's pyro and whatever other elements are about at that time. And so it looks like Sayu might be doing the damage, but Sayu's own damage would just be the green damage or the white damage from like the element, the animo element, or the physical damage, which is what the white thing is, white numbers are. So yeah, but that's why I like usually having a animo character in my groups, because swirls add to reaction-based damage. Basically, it's like another layer of reactions that you can put on top of other reactions. It basically just swirls, so it just means it's mixing them all together. But yeah, for Ayaka, I think you should use Barbara with her to make things wet, and then Ayaka can freeze them. Oh shit! And then basically, once you're freezing things, it's crowd control, it's CC, so you dictate when the enemies hit you and stuff, as long as you can keep the rotations going.
Body and mind.
My whole team is almost dead.
Let the show be. I feel.
Oh, Bob, you just keep dying, love. You're too little to be here.
Let's light it up.
Oh gosh, I don't think I'm going to make this.
Come, put up a fight.
Oh, my flame.
Yeah, everyone's dying and I don't have any food.
Let's light it up.
Come on, Benny boy, save the day.
Teamwork is trick. Not every
my
wound
soul.
will heal.
Let me weave you a verse.
Let's light it up.
Oh, I can't res, can it? It's on Jinqui and Bennett to save the day.
Let's light it up.
Where's she gone? Now, if I can just get to her without her teleporting again. No problem. No problem. But yeah, definitely look into sort of building Ayaka as into a freeze team. Because she's just so effective at it. And she can put out a ton of damage as well.
Light it up. I always bounce back. Just watch me.
Oh god. My teams are dying.
I am outplayed.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this, I don't think. Unless we've got some food, which we don't. Apples? I've only got Bennett alive. Probably can't do it with Bennett. With just Bennett.
Let's light it.
Couldn't break.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It was my mistake bringing Barbara, level 40 Barbara. We need to change that to someone like Raiden Shogun. Let's try that again. I need to go and heal. Heal and make some recovery food as well. Where can we cook? Here. Yeah, we've got no food. Hopefully I've got some sweet flowers, otherwise we won't be making anything. So, we want... Oh, what am I doing? I want to make food, and I'm coming to the crafting bench. Yeah, we want these. Great, that should be enough. I say that, but then I had 15 last time and that wasn't enough. And to Signora. Actually, like, if I show you that this is the freeze team on this account with Ayaka. So Diana is here for multiple reasons. She provides shielding, she provides healing, and she also provides the elemental resonance, which gives us 15%. Basically, affected by electro for 40% less time. Well, that's irrelevant, but increases crit rate against opponents that are frozen or affected by cryo by 15%. That's pretty handy. I like extra 15% crit rate, and because this is a freeze team, we're hitting everything with cryo. And she applies cryo very well, and she can generate cryo particles very well, which Ayaka needs because her burst costs 80 energy, so it's very high cost. So she needs a battery. So Dione is multifunctional in a freeze team. Sucrose is there just for swirling, basically, for adding extra extra reaction damage. Mona's the hydro applier to make things wet so we can freeze them, and damage amplifier for Ayaka. And that's a basic freeze team. I wonder if I should take this team, but I'll have problems in the first phase when she's in her fire state. Not fire state, her ice state. We could try if I take out Sucrose and add in a Zhang Ling.
I'll bring my seasonings.
That should help. I'll give it a try. This boss is still pretty hard for me on this account. I don't have enough well-built characters to do it without even thinking about it. On my main account, it's just bum rush her and she gets killed. On this one, I have to actually play a bit.
Detestable. Whirling snow.
Into the frozen
Really, it's this debuff that on this boss that gets me. Where you get hot or cold. It's nice animation there.
Boba, get them. Delved into destiny. Take flight.
I would say Bennett, because he's again like I was saying about Diona being multifunctional. Jinqui is multifunctional as well, but Bennett, the utility he provides, I think is far more valuable. If you have to choose out of the two of them, they both are great. But yeah, I'd prioritize Bennett first and then Jinqui second.
Detestable. Decided by destiny.
Don't forget vapes off this. Oh, we do. And now we should get melts, yeah.
Sakura swirl.
Buff is bloody killing me faster than she is.
You can bully me.
Let's try and stay near this heater. Where are all the red crystal flies? There's one. It'd be all the way over there, wouldn't it? Jump, little cat. She's too little. She can't really jump high with those short legs. Oh no. How didn't I get the moth? It's a moth. I thought it was a fly, but they're moths apparently. Crystal moths. Okay, that one's quite close. Can we skip this cutscene? Let's go.
Nice and spicy. Look at you, Boozle. Delved into destiny. Take flight. Ha! Yeah! You're toast!
Oh, that's nice. I like Yanfei. I've built her fairly decently, but yeah, unfortunately I've just got other pyro DPSs on my main account that out damage her significantly. So, well, maybe not significantly, because she is actually pretty damn good for 4-star.
Written in the stars.
I like her design as well, and her legal stuff and all that stuff. Her story.
Delved into death. My apologies. Yeah.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Can't handle your
Not every
dreams.
wound will heal.
At the frying pan. Shadows of fate. Whirling snow.
Hey, let's go.
Sumetsu.
Yeah, much easier with this team.
Race you. More faces upon you. Delved into
Typical. Just as I do 2 bursts, she goes into this phase. Oh crap, I need to go someone with more HP. We have our little bullet hell section.
Shadows of fate.
Sakura swirl.
Oh no, don't die, Diana. I didn't see your HP. Oh, Zhang Ling, you bit the dust. But Guba is going to stay and help us finish the job.
And I never asked for redemption.
Alright. Yeah, melts should do the most, but they're also the least. I can't explain it. They're the you can't proc them as much as Vaporize can proc. So Vaporize actually works out over time to do more than melt, even though a single figure like damage per screenshot will always be a melt damage, but yeah, vapes do more damage over time. It's like DPS versus damage, like those figures. We got crap again. No Dream Solver, no Prototype, and then not even the ones I wanted. These things. Oh well. I mean, that would be good if everything went into crit damage. It would be good, but you know that's not going to happen. So now I'm going to try the wolf just because I want to see if we can get Dream Solvent. We'll use 50 primos and go and fight Andres. Oh no, he's not there, is he? That's Oceanid. That's Andres. Let's go the lazy man way. Rather than climbing up cliffs, just glide down. Oh, we need those as well. We need healing. Oh, when we need windwheeled Estos on this account. While we're here, let's do a bit of flower picking. We'll have those, and there's some up there. It's not actually the one we need. We need these ones to condense resin for tomorrow. Oh, that one's getting away. Okay, let's go. Jump. Really, Zhangling? You're rocking those standard wings. Let's get you in the leeway ones. Matches your outfit. That's much better. So I'm not gonna use this team for Andreas. We'll just use the D-Look team, but we're gonna change out you for you and you because I don't like getting frozen. Or you.
The campaign begins.
Oh, I didn't even deploy the team. Yeah, now, well, she's out of stamina.
I'm here.
It's too slow. I always know there's a few of those birds around here, but I always think their location is somewhere else, and then I don't get them, scare them away. That's like 6 foul like that. The wolf's gravestone. Shoot you in the face, shoot in your head, shoot in your face.
Think you can bully me?
He doesn't care, this guy.
Illusion shattered.
Oh, he started to care now.
Let's light it up.
He's tricky.
Never miss. Shake hands.
It was a mistake, I didn't mean to do that. But doesn't really matter, I guess, without Jinkui.
Think you can bully me?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Let's give him the burst. Oh, he's running just as I pressed it. Damn it.
Shine down.
Well, so fast.
Let's go, let's go. Sketch.
Yeah, and does it have... I think it's got higher base damage as well than sac frag. Sacrificial fragments is great, but only if you... All the sacrificial weapons are great, but only if you tend to have them above R3. If they're R0, the passive doesn't proc enough, in my opinion. So yeah, you are better off going straight out damage, but if you have it like a sacrificial weapon at R5, it almost procs all the time, and that makes up for the lack of bonus damage. And then yeah, like you said, you add on the EM, has it got Elemental Mastery? Is that the... I can't remember off the top of my head. I think I've got map on there actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it, but not on this account. But yeah, so it's just about getting the right balance with stats as well. But that'll be like the end game goal once you've got the characters you like at talent levels you're happy with, then getting the weapons and artifacts correct to sort of round them off would be what you do. We've got 2 tails, no dream solving. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is nice. Oh, they both have EM. Okay. Well, that's quite a nice feather. Yeah, I use sac frags on Sucrose.
How about you take a rest while I come back?
Because she can do... I think it's... Right, let's have a look. I've got her on this account. Is it a constellation that gives it? I think one of these... let me just see. Oh, gosh. Basically, with Sucrose, you can do like 2 attacks. So if you've got the sacrificial fragments,
Really bring the knights.
you end up being able to do 3. If I go to her now, let's put her in here.
My experiment will succeed.
So yeah, so normally, as you can see down here, she's got like 2 charges of her E. She can do it twice, and it adds sac frags, and that's a potential. It potentially gives you 3. Okay, it didn't proc there, but it's not that high refinement here either. That's like I was saying, that's the problem with this weapon. It's only R2. But on my main account, on my Jinkui, he's got the sac sword at R5, and it procs almost all the time. I'd say like you could pretty much guarantee it will proc. I love her design. I think she's so cute, and she's got an interesting story. Yeah, she's a really good unit as well. Provides a lot of utility, and also being able to use the viridescent set, this artifact set, not only 15% bonus damage, but this is why the 4th piece is good. It increases swirl damage by 60%. And this is the important bit: decreases an opponent's elemental resistance to the element infused in the swirl by 40%. So basically, you're shredding defenses, elemental resistances. So that's almost like 100% extra damage. But yeah, Sayu, eventually you should be trying to put her in this set, into the Viridescent set. Basically any Anemo unit that you have, that set, it adds good value to having an Anemo unit in your group. Okay, so we've used all of our resin, plus some. So let's go and do dailies, and then I'm going to switch to my main account. There's birds here. Oh, okay, that's good. Then you've done it right. That's what she needs. Even at +0, like this Sucrose has got +0, so it just it adds so much
Animal test 6308.
benefit.
Take flight.
Well, that's what you do anyway at the beginning of the game. Like before AR-45, I was doing that a lot, just taking one set of one person, you know, when I wasn't using them, and putting it on another. I mean, if you want to be sort of really pro, you know, end game, like if I was really one of those min-maxers on my main account, I'd be doing that all the time, mixing and maxing pieces, but I can't be bothered with all that. It's too much headache. I just want each character to have their own set, even if it's not the best, as long as it does the job. I'm not really a fan of farming artifact domains. No, basically on my main account, I'm farming for like 2 pieces on 2 different sets, but specific pieces, and it, you know, getting the drop you want, it just takes so long. You're like, oh, come on, will it be this one? Will it be this one? Will it be this one? I think it was at the weekend I'm still trying to get a crit rate circular from the Crimson Witch set for my Hu Tao, and I did a run and used a concentrated resin, and I got 2 circlets, and I was like, oh, 2 5-star circlets, and I had a look at both of them, and they were both defense main stat. I was like, you're taking the fucking piss, mate. But anyway, yeah, that's what happens. Alright, that's done. That's the other reason as well I recommend doing talent levels before going for artifacts, because at least with talent levels, upgrading your weapon to level 90 and your character to at least 80, those are guaranteed upgrades, whereas artifacts is all RNG. You might get what you want, you might not, if you're really sort of grinding hard. I wouldn't on this game. Honestly, the defense stats are not really needed. You can basically just out DPS everything without really needing too much, like HP more than defense in this game. I think they'll change that meta later. It'll become probably defense meta later, but now the HP is more kind of what's going to make your characters tanky than defense, unless of course it's someone like Noel or Albedo or one of those defense oriented characters that scale off it, of course. But generally speaking, just going out for like maximum sort of damage, crit rate, crit damage, attack, those sorts of things, they're your main stats for almost everyone. Crit rate, crit damage, and attack. And then the sub-stats to that would be dependent on character. For example, if you've got someone like Ayako who's got a high burst cost, then for her sands you want an energy recharge sands. But if you've got someone with low burst and who scales off attack, you put attack sands on, and so on and so forth. Unless it's a character that, like I said, like scales off defense, I wouldn't use it. It's probably like one of the crappiest stats at the minute, right? Because we've got all this Geo stuff coming out soon. with Itaki, whatever his name is, and Albedo's rerun. So, and the what I'm hearing about Goro, you know, the 4-star bow guy. If you have 4 Geo characters in the group, you get some amazing scaling. I can't remember what exactly it is. So perhaps defense will come into its own now. There might be a new defense meta coming literally around the corner. But as I speak now, I don't have anyone built for defense. Yeah. I think Noel has on my main account, but that's the only one. Like, no one else is built on for built defense wise. Yeah, like I was saying, if you want to be more tanky, just go for HP. It tends to work out better. Because yeah, I was the same. I can't remember because it was so long ago when I started playing, but I remember being the same. I didn't find out about talents until a bit later, basically. That's right. When you just start, you know, when you're new to a game, you're not expected to know everything. And there's a lot of kind of a lot that you miss. You know, like when you first start this game, there's so much going on. It's quite overwhelming. And for me, when I first started in my AR30s, I was mainly focused on the traveler and the storyline. I didn't know if I was going to end up playing this game full time and actually, you know, build characters. I thought I'm going to just play it for the story. I'm enjoying the combat. I'll see how it goes. Yeah. Almost a year later, I'm still here. Well, not quite a year, but almost. That's the last one. Hopefully I can switch accounts.
A blade.
So, where do we need to go? Oh, I've teleported to the wrong place. That's where we need to go. Yeah, see, I made a mistake as well when I first started playing. I didn't focus on the talents. I focused on a couple of things that were right, like the weapon level. Like, that was important to me to get my weapons ascended and get my characters ascended. But I think what happened was I got my main team to like talent level 6, and then as I was getting new characters, it took me a fair amount of time because, you know, when you're new to the game, grinding for everything takes a bit of time. I got them to 6, and then I was grinding for artifacts and stuff for so long that when I finally got some new characters, I forgot about the talent levels, like, and yeah, and like you, for a few weeks I was not building talents, and then it hit. I think it was with Razor. I had like a level 90 weapon on him. His artifacts were fairly decently plus, and he was so weak, and I was like, what's going on? And then I looked through the menus and I was like, oh my god, there's talents, isn't there? I need to be working on that. But yeah, obviously through just playing and trial and error, I've realised that talents are probably the most important thing in this game for characters, followed by all the other stuff. The fastest way to get up on the roof. This way. So that again depends on the character. If it's someone like Jing Kui, for example, he is someone who you're going to just drop in and drop out to basically do his E and do his Q. Well, so that's part of like Yan Fei's design, though, isn't it? Charged is, if you've got the 3, is it sigils? After doing 3 attacks, and then you do the charge, you get the extra damage. And so Yan Fei's pretty good because for a beginner, like a lower AR person, because she can use the Wanderer's Troop set, which you get from world bosses that you can actually kill at your current stage in the game, which you would have to kill as well to ascend characters. And that set is pretty decent for Yanfei Wanderer's Troop, because it increases charge attack damage and some other stuff. But yeah, back to talent levels, it depends on the character. So for example, Jin Kui is going to be someone that you're only going to drop in to do his E or his Q, like his burst or his ultimate, and then you're going to swap characters. So there's not much point in leveling up his normal attacks because they're not going to be what you're using on it with him. Whereas someone like Diluc, his normal attacks, or Ayaka, their normal attacks are where they get the not the most damage from this, but they get the most consistent damage in between their skill and their burst cooldowns. So you need to have their normal attack. So again, it depends on character which talent levels you need to prioritize. And also your play style as well. Like, do you play that character in that way I've described? And if you do, then that's how it would be worth doing the talents. But if you don't, if you use the normal attacks, then you should level up the normal attacks. But yeah, like basically for sub DPSs and anyone who's not your main DPS, anyone who's not the character that's on field most of the time, there's little reason to take their normal attacks past 6, in my opinion. Let's get our rewards. Rewards. So like obviously like with Yanfei, we're talking about Yanfei, like she's one main DPS whose normal attacks are a huge part of her kit, and obviously like upgrading normal attacks upgrades charge attacks as well. So with her, it's a priority to be doing that. And I would say with Yanfei, my priority would be the normal attack and the elemental skill, and the burst would be my last thing that I would upgrade. But first, but like I said, first I'd get them all to 6. That's what I do. I get them everything to 6, and from there, by the time you've got everything to 6, you've usually got an idea of how the character plays, which would be worth upgrading further. Hello, cat. What am I doing here? Yeah, sorry, one of my cats is coming to complain to me. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, so Ayaka really deserves good talents. I mean, on this account, I've actually crowned her burst because it's so good. But then her skill is good. It's got a long cooldown, but does a heck load of damage. And in between, you're waiting for the burst and the skill. You're doing these attacks to keep people frozen. So yeah, that's why I would get her talents up as soon as possible. They're your main priorities, basically. Whoever your main DPSs are, they should be your talent priority people. If that makes sense, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to just change account and come back on my main one. So I'm just going to put the Be Right Back thing on while I log out and log in. Yeah, basically the way it works is if the character is greedy and they want a lot of on-field time, someone like Yanfei, someone like Ayaka, then you're going to want to level up their normal attack as well, because they need to keep doing damage in between their cooldowns. But yeah, if it's someone you're just dropping in or out just to do their skill and their burst, then there's no point doing normal attacks, upgrading normal attacks. Alright, I'm logging back in now and starting the stream. There we go. Just check. So, there's no events, is there? Nothing. I guess we're going to get them with the banner tomorrow when the new banner comes. I don't think I've got any Primo gems. Oh, I do. What's my history? I really want another Toma, because then I'll have C6. But I was out of Primo, so 6, 7, 8. Let's try and get a Toma. No Toma here. Right, this should be Toma. Not Toma, but a 4-star. And I've got C6 Diana already. Game, for fuck's sake. Lol. Okay. 23 hours left. I don't think I'm going to get your C6 timer. I don't really want to build him if he's not C6. I've got too many characters that I'm trying to build on this account as it is. And yeah, with 4 stars now on this account, I only build them if I've got them to C6. That's why I built my Yan Fate. She was sitting in my account for ages. And then I forget which banner it was, I got her up to C6. I was like, alright, great, I'll build her now. Alright, let's do the bosses with my new toy. Where is she? Hu Tao. Come on, Debarden, hurry up. Oh, he actually hit me.
Time to go.
Yeah, good.
The wind knows me.
Oh, I don't have anyone's burst ready. I wonder if we can one pop him without anyone's burst. Don't think I can, to be honest.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night into the wind.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Ah, just short.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
That's annoying. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Do you play on console or on PC? On PlayStation? My wife plays with a controller on the PC. I find it really weird.
Time to go. One with nature.
No, my sword.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Shouldn't have done that for the start. Wasted Hu Tao's E. Come on, baby, get up there and hit that thing.
Hired hands on fire.
Really?
Let's light it up.
Wind strike.
Ah, PlayStation. Energy recharge to this. Let's go to Ajdaha. It's water and ice, isn't he, this week? So we definitely need shields with Ajdaha. So bye-bye to Kaidahara and hello to Mr. Lee.
What shall we do?
Hopefully this will be quick. No, Morax. Did you say no? Now settle this.
It
Or
is
some shit.
time, Morax.
It's time,
We
Morax.
settle this now.
Time to act. Rain, outline. I'm going in! Ha! Rain cutter.
I will have order.
Fisher.
Huh?
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain.
Might as well keep hitting him with the rain swords while it's active.
Today, you witness your reckoning.
No, I don't witness my reckoning, Easterhut. I witness you dying yet again. You do every week.
Let's light it up! No, my sword! See? Huh?
Zhongli's shield is just a piss take. It's still up. Oh, it's just got broken now. Like comparing it to when I was just on the other account with just Diana for shields. Oh crap, I need to get away from that. The shield is still up. It tanked like 3 hits from that.
Stand upon your tomb, though you know it not.
Yeah, that's why I'm on my other account. I'm gonna just wait for Zhongli. Diana's, I'm happy with her shielding capabilities on that account. And I don't really play Spiral Abyss on that account, so I don't really play Spiral Abyss anyway. Not something I'm a fan of that much.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword!
Order guide you.
Oh no.
Let's light it up!
Alright. Let's get some shields.
Gather.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Come on, that's what I want is his burst. Now we can do that. We can do this.
Time to go!
Gather.
Let's light it up!
Oh, I had that same issue on the other account. You just got to get all the Oculuses. That'll help you out a lot. So that's this. I've got the max stamina you can get on this account here. See, the bar is quite big. That's from all the Geo and Animo Oculuses. I don't want to do that either on my other account. That's why I've got so little stamina. But the compasses that you can get once you do the reputation stuff and unlock them, they're pretty helpful. They'll just sort of take you to where they are. You can play around having low stamina. Like I said, I do it on the other account, but it's just very annoying when you're just running out of stamina to even dodge stuff. Tartaglia, he's next, isn't he?
This opportunity is
Let's
quite hard to come
go.
by. Well, then,
1,
amusement.
2,
Surrender is a
3.
valid option.
Where's 4, 5?
I promise
4,
I'll be
5.
gentle.
Let's go. Oh, he's doing more.
Light it up!
This is order.
Huh? No, my sword! Body and mind. Go!
Poor time. Not bad. You've got to stabilize.
Stabilize. Do a bit of this, bit of this, bit of this. Stay on him just so I can do his E because he gets more damage
Outlines your
when you do his skill. Sorry, if I say E I mean skill, and Q I mean burst. But yeah, with Jingui, if you do his burst first and then do his skill, his skill will get more damage while his burst is activated. Come on.
Your strength is praiseworthy. I too shall use all of mine. So, don't you dare disappoint me. Foul legacy, the devouring deep.
Okay, let's go.
Gather.
Let's light it up! No, my sword!
Silly.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength! Witness the power of Gua. Fire, pants on fire!
Man, she trivializes so much content, Hu Tao. Hu Tao and Zhongli are totally broken characters. Okay, what's this attack? 2 of those, and no Dream Solvent. I had no Dream Solvent on either account so far. 2 more bosses to try. And we shall see. If I get one from Signora, I don't think I'll do the wolf. I'll have to check. I'll have to check Jinqui actually. Let's have a look. Because he might need something from the wolf. Is it for his weapon? No, he doesn't need anything. For the wolf. I'm not going to crown that. I'm not going to crown that. I'm going to share him. Basically, he's 699. That's 9. So he's staying where he is. Wow, I need 2 shards of Foul Legacy. So that means we got none just now, Tartaglia. And we've definitely only got 1 Dream Sword. That's why I'm... No, we've got none. So that means I can't get Hu Tao's skills up further this week, unfortunately. Who are we fighting? Signora. Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
You're trembling. Is it the cold?
It's a shame
or
they just killed her off so
cowardice?
felt like really hastily. It felt. We didn't really get to know her that well in the storyline.
We got to... Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword!
Order guide you.
Let's light it up! Quit it!
Stabilize.
I need to get this debuff off me.
Benevolence has no place for transgressors.
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
We're gonna do this, and she should go to the next phase now. Yeah. Where are those crystal moths? Crimson moth. There. Good lord, I'm gonna die.
Getting interesting.
It's the first time Zhongli's died for ages. I can't remember the last time he died. Better get him up. Right, it's over there, the fly thing. The moth. Thing is, I want to be next to...
Benny's adventure team!
Oh shit, I've just died on him as well. Where's the crystal moth? There. So the way swirl works is swirl will always swirl pyro first. So if you've got enemies affected by 2 elements, it'll always put Pyro first, so Pyro should always be doing the most damage because it gets swirled first. So if you've got Hydra and Pyro, it'll swirl the Pyro first, so you'll get the vape reaction. So the Pyro, so it'll look like it's doing more damage than the others, and that's just basically to do with how swirl works.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a cross over.
I will have order.
Let's get your shield up and see if we can get Benny Boy out. No, we can't get Benny Boy back. 30 seconds without Bennett.
Not every wound will heal.
Rain outlines your fate.
Ooh, that looked painful.
Solidify.
Thankfully, we got Zhongli's shield. Okay, that wasn't 30 seconds.
Embrace the searing reckoning.
Solidify.
Can get him up. Oh, she firing meteors at me. What the blood clot?
Solidify.
Not every wound will heal.
Rain cutter.
Gather.
Where is she gone?
Embrace your
Rain
searing
outlines
reckoning.
your fate.
I don't really know about her passives, but I'm not sure why it would be more if the enemy is affected by Pyro, because the anemo damage is only dependent on like the character, so you were right to think it would be a passive. It's not a reaction based thing, but I don't know why it would be like that.
Solidify.
No, my sword.
Put this down, put this down. Ah, did she move? Are you kidding me? You moved, really?
Not every wound will heal.
Gather.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you.
I never asked for redemption.
Okay, where's the blossom? Okay, we've got one of these. Hey, we've got a dream solvent, finally. Bloodstained Great Sword. I don't remember what that is. Let's have a look if I've got it. Is it this? Yes. Increases damage dealt against opponents affected by... Oh yeah, that will be why then. So yeah, that will explain why you're seeing more damage against Pyro afflicted enemies. No, it shouldn't be coming... wait a sec. Let me think. Because this stat, damage, DMG, that covers every type of damage from elemental reaction to attack percentage. So that's like the encompassing all damage, hence it's called damage. So yeah, I guess it would be added to the character's attack. If not attack, but character's damage, and being that the character you're talking about is an anemo unit, I would assume that it would add to then the anemo damage, but it's definitely the green numbers that you're seeing, not the white ones, because the white ones are the physical damage, and the green ones will be the anemo damage. But yeah, it would give you more by 12%, and the more you refine it, the higher that will get. I do try to keep these things, these weapons, because I forget what they can do. Okay, let's go and fight the wolf, because that would be nice if I can get another dream solvent. Damn, no resin, no Primus for resin. Right, let's go and see the teapot man. He'll have some resin for me. The old tubster. Oh, perfect. Hello, Tubby.
This realm is...
Perfect. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take some of this.
If you ever...
Okay, so now we can go and fight Andreas. Actually, what I should do is just go and see a blacksmith. Oh no, actually, we don't have the chunks. I need to do mineral. Was it ore? Crystal ore farming. So for upgrade, weapon upgrade, stones, gems. So I'm looking for Andreas. It's here. Yeah, I got quite a few weapons that need upgrading at the moment. Mainly because I was so unlucky getting my Staff of Homer. Ended up getting 2 Energy of the End, 3 that Moomin Bow, the new one, 3 Wavebreaker Fin, the new staff, 2 Elegy of the End, and then I finally got my Staff of Home. Oh no, and a Skyward Blade as well. Yeah, I've got the same on my map. I've got all the ore locations just here and in Leeway. I haven't marked all of the ones in Inazuma yet, but I haven't finished exploring Inazuma. I'm still 45%, 100% here, 84, 95, 56, and here's like 16. But yeah, all of these regions I've 100%ed. Alright, where are we going? To the wolf. And now, I think I've got 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. But, I mean, this one, I got straight away, no messing around. I was on like 60 pity or whatever, and I got it first time, so I was happy about this. I got the standard banner, so I didn't really put anything into getting that. But then, to get this, I ended up getting 2 of these. Let's see, it's R2, 1 of these, and what else did we get when we were trying to get it? We got, where is it? I haven't plussed everything up. Oh yeah, we got this, we got R3 this, which is the Wavebreaker's Fin, and we got R3 this, Moomin's Bow, and we got... What else did we get? We got something... Oh, yeah, we got Witsith. I didn't have a Witsith before, so I was really happy about it. R4. So you can imagine how much pulling I was doing just to try and get this bloody staff. And they gave me 2 of this motherfucking bow. But yeah, 5-star weapons I don't think are that important unless you're going to play that character extensively. And also the reason he's using Homer at the moment is because instead of Hu Tao, because his stats are distributed like this, and Staff of Homer has crit damage on it, but he needs crit damage, and Hu Tao has this, which has crit rate. Jesus Christ, crit rate, and stats wise, she needs the crit rate. See, without that, she'd be in her 20s. She's got enough crit damage, and that's why I was trying to get a crit rate hat for her and a crit damage one for him. That's going to be my farming during the week. My residence going to go on that, trying to get those 2 hats, and then finally the right people can use the right weapons. But yeah, they ripped me off, man. Basically, for me to go and get Homer, they screwed me first on my 50-50 trying to get Hu Tao, but I had enough primos to then get Hu Tao saved up. But then, yeah, I thought I'd just try and get Homer. And then once you spent a bit of money, you're like, well, fuck it, like, I'm going to just spend until I get it now, rather than just waste what I've spent and it'll be on nothing. But yeah, so I'm not going to be spending on this game again until after Christmas now. Got bloody Christmas coming, do you know what I mean? I've got kids, I've got a wife, I've got family, I've got stuff to pay for, not bloody video game stuff.
This is order.
Yeah, I was a bit upset about how much I spent actually, but these things happen. Sometimes we will make impulse purchases that are not the best idea. And really, I only wanted Homer because it's versatile. It's not just for Hu Tao, like the fact that Zhongli can quite easily use it as well, and others. It's basically best in slot for most spear wielders. But with Freedom Sworn, have you not? I've spent probably too much on it, to be honest. But then, I do spend on games I play. Like I don't.
Let's light it up.
I think my son is awake, which means I will have to cut short the stream if he is. Yeah, the neighbours next door just slammed their bloody front door. I heard it, and I thought that's going to wake my boy up.
Time to have everybody stand
So
back.
let's just kill this boss, and I'm going to have to go and check and see if he's awake upstairs. I'll be right back. Alright, do you want me to come and get you? 1 second, baby. Alright, Rose, sorry, but I'm gonna